People, welcome back to the Arsenal podcast, and of course the match reaction. Arsenal win 5-4. Is it 5-4? Yeah, 5-4 on penalties against Liverpool at the Anfield. One of those stadiums we have taken so long without getting a victory, and all of us went there after losing on Monday. We went in this game expecting another loss. When I looked at the two lineups, it was quite fair enough. I was like, okay, maybe we can get a result, but I was not carried away. I thought Jurgen Klopp was going to be better than us, but it's very very important that the boys held into there. They held on until the penalty time, and then we smashed them just like we smashed them in the Community Shield. Of course, when it comes to penalties, we have always beaten them, not only in the at Wembley, but also at the Anfield. It's a big win, big win. I have to say we have had a couple of performances from a couple of players, specifically Cedric. Yeah, you have to think about Cedric, Gabriel Magalhaes. You have to think about Ban Leno. Guys, I think the story is over. The debate is over. Is Ban Leno better than Martinez? The debate is over. Today, he has shown us that he is Ban Leno, Arsenal's #1 goalkeeper. Leave alone this crap that you guys have been, putting around, Ban Leno, blah, 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 he's this and so, he's that. I know he has been, a little bit quirky, but today he has shown us his class, and that is the Ban Leno we signed from Bayer Leverkusen. That's the Ban Leno we had last season before he went into injury. 2 top-class saves, actually 3 top-class saves, 7 saves in total. He was the man for Arsenal. And of course, Gabriel Magalhaes, like I've already said, I still wonder why Mikel Arteta brought in his wiseacre tactics, and he didn't give him the game against Liverpool on Monday, because he has been our best defender, our best player on the pitch in the first games, and then you drop him, you bring in Rob Holding and David Luiz, and then I asked myself, is Mikel Arteta really normal? He wasn't normal. I'm sorry to say this, but he wasn't really normal. In the first game. In the second game, he brings in a very good lineup. Although he brought in Sead Kolasinac, who didn't perform badly, by the way. He didn't really perform badly, Sead Kolasinac today, because we were under a lot of pressure. We were under attack most times. Liverpool were on us, attacking us all the time, but he held on to that onto his calm, and finally he gets us a very good performance. So I'm gonna say the best performance there has been from Ban Leno. The way he saved those 2 penalties, just gives him all the credit. Yeah, I thought Gabriel Magalhaes should be the man to take all the credit today, but then when I looked at Ban Leno taking his calm, the composure, saving those penalties, the saves, just look at that. Just look at your screen and tell me which kind of goalkeeper has those reflexes in the Premier League. No one, absolutely no one. And I think in the next 1-2 years, if Leno keeps consistent, it's going to be Germany's #1. It's going to be the best goalkeeper in the world. This is just marvelous. This is an outstanding performance for Ban Leno. What a performance! I can't say what a performance, Ban Leno. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. That is what I call top class performance. And of course, Gabriel Magalhaes, yeah. I'm not really going to talk about the penalties, but I'll talk about the gameplay. I think Gabriel Magalhaes must be a starter every game. I think Mikel Arteta should, stop this, think of fucking around and bringing in his, crap theories. Gabriel Magalhaes must be a starter for Arsenal every game. Every game. Apart from the less weight, caps, he must be a starter for us in every game. He's a good man. He's a good player. William Saliba didn't play. I thought he would get a chance today, since it was the EFL Cup, but it seems Mikel Arteta has not yet learned to trust him. Still, he brought in Rob Holding, who gets exploited all the time. He's the weak link in our defense. He's the weak link in the defense, and I don't want us to get accustomed to using Rob Holding. It's high time we let him get out of that lineup with Gabriel Magalhaes, Kieran Tierney, and William Saliba or David Luiz. That should be the lineup. This thing of using Rob Holding is just getting to my nerves, and trust me, today he was another weak link. Yes, I know. He got that decent chance, cross from Pepe, and he headed right in front of goal. I think he didn't know that you have to head. I think it needed more power and more direction. But of course, I won't blame him for not scoring, because we had a couple of moments where I would have scored in the game, but we still we never scored. Joe Willock just he did his crap that just like he has always done his crap. So I'm not really going to comment about him. I want just to talk about the good performances. Cedric is another player I've been thinking about all this time along, and that's like, yes, Ainsley is there and Hicks Bellerin are there, but why don't we think about Cedric? Mikel Arteta doesn't seem to be giving him a chance, and today he's given a chance, and he brings in a top class performance. Top class. He's good at going forward. Coming back, he's a good player. Why don't you give him a chance? We used 4 defenders today, something we don't usually do because we always play a 3-4-3. Today we played a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. We call it whatever you want. And I thought we were more comfortable. We were more comfortable. The midfield was not as being exploited as the 3-4-3 formation would do. I think we looked more calm under pressure. Of course, we looked more calm under pressure. It was not the best of performances because there are very few moments where we had the game in our hands. There are very few moments where we had the ball for ourselves for 5 minutes or 3 minutes. But still, I think Liverpool were better. Their midfield was a little bit more composed, and they were at home. They had the experience. Milner could add on to the midfield. Then Virgil van Dijk also was almost part of the midfield today. And then you have Diogo Jota. You have you have all those players in that midfield. I think they looked better than us, but it's very good that we got a very important result. The team was not bad, and I think Mikel Arteta should be working on getting his first team as soon as possible. If you're getting in players like Ausemawa or Thomas Partey, this is why we have always agitated that you get in the signings as soon as possible so that you can get your starting lineup. But right now, you're still not. We are still not sure who is going to start for the rest of the season in what position. Today David Luiz plays, another day Rob Holding is playing, then Gabriel Magalhaes is dropped, Kiantian comes in. We need to get that starting lineup. That starting lineup that's going to learn to play with each other, get the chemistry and so on. So I think Cedric must be thought about as a player. I think he had a very good game, and he's a good player. All the games he has played at Arsenal, they're not so many, but he has not disappointed us. So think about Cedric. The other player who had a good performance today is Bukayo Saka, but I'm not really surprised about Bukayo Saka. He has always had those performances. Day in, day out, match in, match out. He's becoming better and better and better and better. So I think I'll give him credit because he's a young kid, but he's keeping up the level of maturity, keeping up the level of high performances, and becoming a top class player. I think he was impressive today. Still in the midfield, I'll give Granit Xhaka some credit today, not because he made any efforts in transforming us forward, but especially when we lost the ball, when we needed that defensive shield, when we needed that composure, when we needed the leadership. He was captain today, and he did so well. So guys, 5-4 penalties. We are off to the quarterfinals. I don't know whether we are going to win this Carabao Cup because the big giants are still there. United is there. I think are they still in the cup? Yeah, they're still there. I think they beat Brighton. Manchester City beat Burnley, so they are still there. Chelsea were dumped by Tottenham Hotspur, right? I'm not really afraid of Jose Mourinho, but if I look at the signings they have, man, they can smash you on any day. They can really smash you. I think clubs like Everton. So the last 8 is not going to be easy. The last 8 is not going to be easy. You have Arsenal, you have Manchester City, you have Manchester United, you have Everton, you have Tottenham Hotspur. I think those are the 5 clubs I can recall. Basically, that will be drawing in the quarterfinals. But it was a wonderful performance. Wonderful performance. The penalty takers. Who missed a penalty? It was Mohamed Elneny. The only person who missed the penalty was Mohamed Elneny. Pepe scored. Ainsley Maitland-Niles scored. Joe Willock scored the winner. Who else scored the, who else, took a penalty? Lacazette scored a penalty. And then, who else? I think Ainsley, if I can still remember, Ainsley took a penalty. Lacazette scored. Danny Ceballos. Did Ceballos take a penalty? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think those are the people, people who take a penalty. But anyway, such a wonderful performance. Such a wonderful performance. Let us now look ahead. Look ahead, Arsenal. Look ahead. We need to look at the Sheffield game, but we still need to look at the transfers because transfers are closing on. So I think those are the two things we have to look at: transfers and then the Sheffield game. But congratulations, Gunners. We are through the quarterfinals.